Good evening, everyone. My name is Maylin Simanito, together with my partner, Miss Regine Magallanes, and we are your reporters for tonight with our topic, netiquette. Effective communication is key to success in online education, and that's where the term netiquette comes in. All of us karon nga naa diri, I know uses technology, so mapa cellphone man, tablet, computer, and etc. having our online class. And para makakommunicate sa atong teachers, sa atong classmates, bisan pa og layo ta or nata sa nagkanaiyaya natong panimalay. So we still have the capability to learn and to communicate with one another. Netiquette, which is a combination of the word net and etiquette, refers to using courtesy and politeness when you communicating with others online. That is why to make communication more efficient and effective, it is important that we, the users, should know these existing rules as it promotes communication skills, prevent miscommunication, and help you understand what is socially acceptable when working and collaborating online. The rules for online learning and classroom learning are virtually the same. You have to study, take notes, attend classes, and participate in discussions. In the classroom, your words, your gestures, posture, and facial expressions communicate with your thoughts and observations to your classmates and teachers. So mapa-online man or face-to-face setting, it is still imperative that we attend classes, no? Like, attendance is a must. So we still have to study, di lang magsige og pangwit sa katapad or mag-chat sa classmate, mangayo answer or source during quizzes and exams. So, we still have to take notes to highlight important points nga i-discuss ni teacher and also to actively participate in the discussion. So, both setting, gina-encourage ta to have interactive discussion. Maminaw ta kay teacher or kay classmate na nag-istorya. So, pag may pangutana, mutubag ta. So, dili ta magsig ka ng chat lang or scroll sa FB or TikTok to show some respect and appreciation to their efforts in sharing their understanding in a certain topic. So furthermore, we have 10 rules of netiquette that will help you successfully communicate as you learn online. So allow me to discuss first the 5 rules, and my partner will be discussing the remaining rules. First, we have make sure identification is clear in all communication. So begin with a salutation, for example, hi Jason, and end with your signature, hi Hannah Kai. So in short, when communicating online, make it sure that whom you are communicating with is aware kung kinsang iyang kaistorya. So why do you think it is important na you know whom you are communicating with and that you confirm his or her identity? Yes, it is true. Tinuod, the technology helps you to make communication easier and better. But we also need to consider the danger that tags along while using technology. So, na-adjoy ka ng greater chance or higher chance na mulihok ang mga daotang tao, mga daotang kamot, para lang makapanlinlang sa laing tao or mangilad for their own benefit. For some reason, kuan makapangwarta, mandaot, or even would lead to harming you. Very exact example na isa Facebook. So, ginatawag siya og kanang poser. So, wherein nag-create sila of fake accounts or fake identity para makapangilad sila yung tao. Makakita kong mga post ka ng nangayo or nagapasend og kwarta via Gcash, mga dag ko nalod ka nang mag-text gud sa imong kalit nga. Uy, disbesya si kuan mga dalagi siya og 200, 300 na load kay para maka-text or unsa ba imsaw niya na paggamit. So without knowing kung wala tay idea na poster di ay to or kung nagamit sa account naga-text sa tuwa or kanang pangalan sa friend nato niya wata kabalo nga na-hack na ito ilang account. So send ra pud ta, so muna ta wata kabalo nga nailad na data, or worst, for example, abi ni mong friend mo imong ka-chat or niya mag-meet up magkita-kita puntahay mo without knowing na oy dili da ito imong friend imong ka-chat kay na-hack di iyang account. To simba ko daotang tao di ay to. So very delikado jud kaayo. In cyberspace or internet, you can easily create your own avatar or pretend that you are the person that people they know. So that is why it is necessary that among your friends or sa imong family, when communicating on internet, begin with a salutation for introduction or even add some code or signature name that only your family or friends know about. For instance, sa amo ni Lilyboy na agyumiti melahan na siya gidayan ako naga-chat. So, he would chat first so it referring to my name before sending ko sa ituya niya sa ko kay natagam naman na siya kay nahandlo ko na siya nga paano sakpan sa yung uyab nga nala siya crush kay naga-chika man mi ana ba tapos one time nasakpan mi kay naga-chat akong tahimik kay abi na ako si Lilyboy niya iri itong uyab kay wala pa ato nga times wala pa man ni sign so ana lang share ko lang so through that this will help the other party in recognizing your identification. So, wala pa man ni sign ato, so malay ba na ako nga, dili dito si Lilyboy akong ka-chat. So, na-booking na noon siya. So, to avoid certain situation na ma-scam, mailad, or worse, madisgrasya because of that fake identity, we need to reconsider to use signs or mga symbols to confirm their identity in communicating online. Next, we have review what you wrote and try to interpret it objectively. When we speak face-to-face and are misunderstood, we have an on-the-spot opportunity to rephrase our words. We not usbon on the spot. While in writing, we must strive twice as hard to be understood as we do not have the benefit of modifying or elaborating in real time. All caps, I'm shouting, and exclamation points, give me a break, can be misinterpreted as intense anger or humor without the appropriate context. So before sending a message to someone, so balik-balikon nyo na to og basa, tapos sabton, and also try to think if ikaw kaya send that naging ato na message, how would you feel or how would you interpret it? So, ana siya to avoid misunderstanding. So, unlike speaking with someone face-to-face man good, tapos naatay ka nang na-wrong mention, we could correct it right away. For example, so, gwapa kay Kuba, then you immediately realize na, hala, basin malain na siya, kay wala na ako siya gi-appeal. So, ingon din ako, gwapa tang duha. So, something like that. We could easily add kung unsag yun ang atong buot pasabot. Dungagan pa sa atong mga gestures, sa atong facial expression. So, makita na sa atong kastura if we are serious on what we are saying or we are just kidding. Okay. On the other hand, talking about communicating through sending messages via technology, we need na maging mabusisi. If possible, become creative in sending the message. For example, ako when sending a message, so bisag walay katawan na puro gid na ay ha like kana sa end like nagkaon ako ha nanglimpyo ko karon ha or sometimes kanang ha with kanang emoji pag yun or kanang another one makanang mag-send og message sa pinaprolong like ayaw like dahan kay ayaw ba ana good so kanang like for our receiver to comprehend correctly, we need to become more creative in sending our message because kanang we cannot retrieve what we already sent. So basin malahi og sabot sa receiver. And also, be very careful in using the symbols like exclamation point, question mark, and so on and so forth. Kay dako kay siya og kanang impact pwede malahi ang message siya gusto nimo i-relay so lahi ang kanang interpretation sa receiver. Also, always think before you type. A passing comment spoken in class can be forgotten a few minutes later, but what you share in an online classroom may be part of a permanent digital record. Be just as respectful toward others as you would be if you were sitting in the same room together. So review what you wrote and try to interpret it objectively. Okay, number 3, we have, if you wouldn't say it face-to-face, don't say it online. When you're working online, you're safe behind the screen, but there's no excuse to be ill-mannered and say things that you would never say in public. To make it short, to be respectful. Everyone has different feelings and opinions, and it's really important na respeto ta sa uban users online. You may want to talk ill or to comment on someone has shared online, but always remember that behind every account is a real person. If dili mo kay naharap-harapan, prangkahan or isagpan mo sa iyang naong the things that you wanted to say, then the internet is not the place to say it either. Social media is not a tool to be used para mag-rant ka, mangaway ka, but rather it is a tool used for communication. Keep this in mind, the imbis mangdaot or spreading hate comments against someone online, try to communicate or settle things quietly and peacefully. Because words are more hurtful than physical harm. So, tinuod na siya. For fourth, we have, don't assume everyone understands where you're coming from. So, sarcasm and wit is often the spice of in-person conversation, but in online discussion, it can not only lose its edge, it can bite. In your high school classroom, all students were the same age, came from similar backgrounds, and lived in the same area. In contrast, your online classroom is made up of people of all ages and cultures who have varied backgrounds, lifestyles, and geographic locations. With this in mind, review what you wrote before contributing to the conversation and ask yourself, will everyone get the joke? It is very important that before ta mag-joke or even magbuhi og storya, we should think twice. Pareha ra gud na sa paggamit ato sa computer, like posting on social media accounts, we should think before we click. We should think before we talk. Especially karon na we are utilizing technology or we are in the online universe, and we all know that it can reach wider and farther individuals. And sa inana na situation, the more nga mga beliefs, ang mga ideas, the values of every individual vary. So nagalaylay na gid na, and I agree with the statement na gibasa na ako ganina. Imagine atong face-to-face classes, lingaw kaayo labi na og na joker sa inyong classroom. Very witty kaayo in throwing jokes. Tapos musabay pag ang mga teacher na mura siya og kanang murag mo na siya magapahata og kabibo sa classroom. Though gikan sila sa nagalahi na panimalay, still they have differences but gamay ra kaayo, considering nga kanang nagagikan sila og only one municipality or barangay. But on the other hand, online classroom is different. Like I've mentioned earlier, technology could reach farther destinations. So bisan asa pa ka nagpuyo, Davao, Digos, Manila, anywhere around the world, pwede kaayo nimo na siya ma-classmate. And since you came from different places, we could assume that lahi-lahi gyud og mga lihok sa utok, no? It's always kanang great to share jokes with others, and it is important to be yourself online. However, remember nga, in every na limitation, not everything is always clear online, and usahay, people might not realize that you are joking when you throw words carelessly. So this is one common mistake we commit when we throw joke without even thinking. So wala ta kabalo nga naa na din nalain sa atong jokes. We should be mindful in throwing jokes. And lastly, for my report, number 5, don't spam. Please don't take advantage of your connection with other students in online classroom to forward emails and links regarding your political or spiritual beliefs or to sell services. In short, don't abuse the chat box. Chat boxes or educational chat boxes are incorporated into many online classes as a place for students to share ideas and ask questions related to the lesson. If na unrelated things na masagol or very annoying kay na sa part sa other students, kay dali makita ang ilang ginapangita, like mga files na gusto nila i-save and unsa pa, because natabunan na siya sa mga unrelated na mga kisend sa other classmates, like mga yaga-yaga lang, mga joke lang, mga meme or sa pa, or even mga baligya. Though no offense sa mga namasilang po na ay mamalit na classmates, like I also experienced online selling, kung kailangan din madiskarte na like mabaligyaan asay pwede karang baligya. But always remember to think unsa man gyud purpose ana chat box. It is appropriate nga dira ka magyaga-yaga or even kanang pwede ba ka nga dira mamaligya og foods or services. If not, then think of of other way to reach out potential customers na dili sad makadisturbo sa uban. So we should refrain ourselves from making our medium of communication na dili na in order. The class chat box isn't an instant messenger like you'd use with friends na pwede ka mag-send og mga kung say gusto nimo i-send. So treat it like the learning tool as it's meant to be, and try not to distract your classmates with off-topic discussions. And I think that conclude my report. I will pass the crown with my co-reporter, Miss Magallanes.